In Sinsun, a remote village in southern China, Mrs. Li Langfang and her neighbours have risen early to prepare one of their most traditional Miao dishes, three-colour rice. The recipe has been passed down from generation to generation. Nowadays, such traditional dishes are rarely seen. The local ingredients can't be found easily. The once existing biodiversity has been replaced by modern varieties or lost completely due to the destruction of ecosystems, the industrialisation of agriculture and the modernisation of life. Agricultural biodiversity, or agrobiodiversity, includes all components of biodiversity that are relevant to food and agriculture. For example, different types of livestock or crops and the different varieties within them. It also includes everything that supports agriculture, such as worms in the soil. A diverse agricultural system is the basis for most rural livelihoods. Local traditional knowledge and culture are closely linked with biodiversity and agrobiodiversity. Often, certain plants have important cultural values, such as three-colour rice in Hainan. The sustainability of biological resources is a global concern. China is a mega-diverse country. Rice and soybean originate from here. Unfortunately, China's agrobiodiversity is rapidly declining. This has many causes. A growing population and the need for more food, as well as advances in agricultural technology, have led to the industrialisation and intensification of agricultural production. The excessive use of land can lead to desertification, soil and water erosion, and the loss of species habitat. As the variety of the gene pool decreases, its vulnerability to insects, pests and diseases actually increases. Agrobiodiversity provides important food sources, medicinal ingredients and industrial products, whilst encouraging the conservation and stabilisation of locally adapted ecosystems. The erosion and loss of biodiversity and agrobiodiversity can pose serious problems to food security and health. To cope with these problems, in 2005 the GTZ project Sustainable Agrobiodiversity Management in the mountain areas of southern China was initiated. The project is introducing innovative strategies and methods to promote agrobiodiversity and biodiversity-friendly farming practices at a village level. It also aims at increasing the capacity and awareness of all stakeholders to jointly manage and use agrobiodiversity in a sustainable way.
GTZ is the German technical corporation that implements projects on behalf of our Federal Ministry for Economic Cooperation and Development. Our project is called the Sustainable Management of Agrobiodiversity in the southern part of China. It covers a wide spectrum of area with the farmers, and it also covers the improvement of the farming living situation in the villages. But not only that, it also covers the sustainable management of the farming resources in their areas. The project was implemented on behalf of the German government that made bilateral cooperation agreement between the People's Republic of China and the Federal Republic of Germany. Our partner on the Chinese side is the Ministry of Agriculture, who implements the project together with GTZ.
这个项目呢，我们是希望能够借鉴和引进，就是德国等发达国家在这方面一些好的做法和经验，能够提升我们在这个生物多样性保护方面的能力和水平。
Project sites are located in the provinces of Hunan, Hainan, Anhui, Hubei and Chongqing Municipality, they include 3 types of ecosystems: the tropical Wuzhishan Mountains, the subtropical Wuling Mountains, and the temperate zone of the Dabie Mountains. Most of the farmers in the remote rural villages belong to ethnic minority groups. Agrobiodiversity is the result of both human and natural selection. Farmers have made agrobiodiversity possible due to thousands of years of effort. Selection, breeding, and developing appropriate production systems and methods have led to diverse and sustainable agricultural ecosystems. Nowadays, farmers have been forced to concentrate on a small number of microeconomically profitable, high-yielding varieties and breeds. Due to intensive and often inappropriate use of chemical fertilizers and pesticides, the villagers are now facing serious problems. Pollution of the soil, groundwater and rivers is affecting their health. The project has brought fresh ideas and changes to the farmers' lives. Mr. Wang Shanlai, a farmer and agricultural extension staff of the County Agricultural Administration, is working closely with the project.
中德项目来以后呢，好多群众已经认识到，我们除了把我们的肚子垫饱，还要讲究这个生活的质量，有很多这个我们已经要失传的那个老的种子，好像山兰豆啊、玉米啊、豆类啊，还有竹类啊，我们都逐步的把它找回来，能找的都找回来，逐步把它扩大种植保管起来。
In situ conservation and biodiversity-friendly farming practices are central activities of the project. In situ conservation means direct conservation in the villages themselves. The project has established farmer field schools in every project village to facilitate this. Local people play a key role for all project activities. Farmer field schools take a group-based learning approach. They are guided by a trainer to discuss relevant agricultural topics. Subjects covered include organic fertilizer, integrated pest management, and the marketing of agrobiodiversity products. The groups are trained using participatory methods and learn through practical examples on trial plots.
让农民在田间地头，理论和实践相结合，对生物多样性知识的培训，对生物多样性各个生态系统在当地的各种体现，告诉农民怎么去识别这些物种，怎么去保存这些物种。
The farmer field schools are only the first step. In the village of Longmudong, farmers themselves have already initiated the next. They founded their own society and now sell raspberries and local red rice to private companies.
我们这个辅导员啊，基本上是以村里面的，就是说比较公认的那些能够为大家服务的、做贡献的那些示范户或者是村干部为主。这样呢，我们就考虑这个可持续的问题，就是我们这个村里面有我们项目结束了，这个农民田间学校还能够继续进行下去。
When the project was initiated in the villages, participatory village planning, or PVP, was used to identify appropriate measures. During the planning process, villagers were encouraged to discuss problems related to their livelihood and farming practices. Solutions were then jointly identified. The PVP further motivated villagers to participate fully in the project and ensured local ownership of ideas. Besides suitable in situ conservation measures, important small measures for the development of villages were also identified. So too were the most urgent needs of the farmers. In many project villages, the farmers voted for the installation of biogas in their households. Besides the training of farmers, capacity building and training on agro-biodiversity is given to other important stakeholders. The target group comprises of agricultural extension staff at county and provincial levels, related governmental staff and technicians, students, and young scientists from universities. The project also introduces new methods of implementation. Training is often combined with practical field applications to strengthen communication with farmers and to help administrators and support staff understand the important role of farmers in agro-biodiversity management.
我们这个项目从省里到项目区，大家的都非常认真，考察和学习回来以后都能把自己的这个所学的东西运用到这个项目当中。
International and national study tours are also part of the capacity building measures of the project. New ideas gained find their way into the project villages, such as the arrangement of local seed fairs in Hunan. Seed fairs are successful methods for in-situ conservation. During the one-day events, farmers display samples of seeds or plant material that they use in their fields and vegetable patches. Farmers can meet and search for varieties they may have lost or have always wanted to try growing. Essential knowledge is also passed on at the same time as the seeds are handed over. The fairs have become popular social occasions where people meet, exchange news and views, and eat and drink together. The majority of the farmers in Longmudong and other visitors to the seed fairs belong to the ethnic groups of Tujia and Miao. The project also promotes their traditional culture and knowledge, as this is extremely important for sustainable agricultural biodiversity management.
目前在国际上，这个保护的方式有两种，一种叫原地保护，一种叫异地保护。那么原地保护和异地保护是两种不同的，但是是互相补充的方式。异地保护就是将这个当地的农业生物多样性，特别是这个农作物的品种呢，把它收集起来，集中保存在某一个地方，比如说保存在国家种质库里面。
Mrs. Fu Yanyu from Xiaolu is an active member of a farmer field school group. Her expertise lies in traditional medicine. She knows how to apply over 400 medicinal plants to help cure diseases. Many farmers in project villages have a profound understanding and a comprehensive knowledge of their surrounding environments. They know numerous ways of using wild plants and animals. The incorporation of farmers' local knowledge, practices and experimentation is important for managing agricultural biodiversity and sustainable farming. In many societies, women and men have different roles in agricultural production. Women are mostly responsible for feeding the family and maintaining its health. In their home gardens, they cultivate the plants they need for culinary, medicinal or cultural purposes, or for the market. They experiment with species and varieties and develop them further. The women preserve knowledge about cultivation practices that are suited to the local environment. The project often identifies women as custodians of agrobiodiversity and encourages them to become actively involved in the activities. In the project office in Beijing, monthly team meetings of project staff from GTZ and the Ministry of Agriculture are held. All past activities are reflected upon and analysed. New activities are discussed and jointly planned. In November 2008, a public-private partnership or PPP was established between the project and the German company Herber-Sineca. Farmers of 2 villages in Hunan have been contracted by Herber-Sineca to cultivate medicinal plants for the German pharmaceutical market. The farmers must follow strict rules. The use of chemical fertilizers and pesticides is not allowed.
我们看了见那个东西了，就是我觉得大体上还可以，那两种药了。我们为什么说要跟他签一个4种的合同呢？合作的合同呢？就是你种出来的东西啊，要化验的，这个检验它的很灵敏的机器的，你检验有这个农药，有化肥，那就不叫有机的了。
PPP 这个是德国技术合作公司实施的一个，由政府出资和私人企业共同合作进行的这个项目。我们在湖南有一个这样的项目，就是扶持当地的农民，让他们保证收入的基础之上，我们能够保证当地的农业永续利用以及生物多样性的保护。在这个基础之上，我们可以为我们公司种植符合欧洲标准的中药材。
Creating awareness on the needs and benefits of agrobiodiversity conservation is essential for successful implementation of the project. Through awareness campaigns, information is constantly provided for the general public, focusing on young students in schools and universities. Brochures and information handouts are also distributed. The travelling exhibition, When Man Meets Nature, and documentary films broadcast on several provincial TV channels have had a positive impact on the attitudes and understanding of the general public as well as decision makers. Legal experts are also making sure that Chinese laws and regulations support agrobiodiversity. They are looking for shortages regarding the conservation of agrobiodiversity. Combining their research with lessons learnt from the project, they will then make recommendations for new regulations and future improvements.
所以通过这个项目，我们也希望对现有的政策法规进行评估，就是哪些是有利于生物多样性保护的，哪些是不利于生物多样性保护的。希望这个进一步完善整个关于这个农业生物多样性保护的政策法规，对这个农业生物多样性的政策法规，希望能够进一步修改完善，能够建立完善这个中国的农业生物多样性保护的政策法规体系。